Coming up next on Wall Street Warriors.
It's a dogfight out there every day, it really is.
200!
Am I friends with everybody in that crowd? Definitely not.
There is that cliquishness a little bit. It's kind of like this Survivor Island mentality where you try and find that band of brothers.
Cheryl seeks to expose patent invalidity.
There's consensus that patents that are issued are overly broad or invalid.
When you trade just before a big move in a stock, the SEC tends to take a look.
Some of the concerns that we've had is whether this is ethical or not.
I think we're at a pivotal point in the market right now, one that could be quite ugly. You may actually see history being made here today.
Working with some of his up-and-coming fighters, I'm going to lead them to the path of financial freedom.
After 10 hard years of getting punched in the head, I got to make sure these guys have a future.
Pretty soon they'll have their 6-figure fights, 7-figure fights. Next year we might be in an arena talking after a major fight, and that's what I want to see, you know?
Like 200. My pit is the most competitive environment I've been in my life. It's a dogfight out there every day, it really is. I'm trading for my company, they're trading for their company. If you don't compete and you don't fight, you're going to be the guy that's out of the crowd and they're going to replace you with somebody. So you got to fight every day.
Gary, 200! 200!
Pit trading is complex. There's a lot involved. You can't just come down here and be the smartest guy down here because you'll get eaten up out there. You have to be able to get along with people. You have to know when to calm it down a little bit, when to turn it up a little bit. Sorry, turn. Am I friends with everybody in that crowd? Definitely not. What does he spin around for? So he could trade with. If I could get along with everybody, I would, but that's not life. That's not reality.
You see a clash of personalities very often down here. I mean, a lot of type A personalities.
Egos. Oh my God, I'm surrounded by it. Gary, so! There's certain guys that we've had run-ins that I will never talk to again. There's certain guys I'll be cordial to and say hi to. Hey, hubby, you're a little bit closer now. And there's certain guys I consider really good friends of mine in the pit. Come on, G-Love, me and you're gonna hug on camera. We're not gonna hug?
There is that cliquishness a little bit within some groups and some areas of trading. It's kind of like this Survivor Island mentality where you try and find that band of brothers.
Hey, no, he's not too happy. Look at him. It's all about the way you handle yourself out there, too. It's because of him. Yeah, him. Yeah, you know it. It's him. Be honest, be straightforward, and be out there to do your job. That is respected.
Today, I'm going to meet with a patent attorney who is launching a hedge fund. Hi, how are you? Rich Taglianetti. I'm here for Cheryl. We've been following Cheryl Malone for about 6 months, and the goal is to raise money for her.
Rich.
Hey, Cheryl, how are you?
Great to see you.
Likewise. Her company seeks to expose patent invalidity. That will have an adverse effect on the stock's price of the company holding this patent. And Cheryl seeks to capitalize on that revelation. How did you come up with this idea to build a fund around this concept?
As a patent attorney, I came up with a better way of finding validity evidence. We have a global online community where we invite technologists to send us validity evidence called prior art.
Right. So how would that translate into opportunity?
We execute trades with an anticipated market movement. based on the release of our information.
What Cheryl does when she identifies prior art and the possibility of a patent becoming invalidated, she establishes a short position in that company's security, which will enrich her as the news is broken and the company loses its stronghold on that particular product.
The United States Patent Office doesn't have the resources to keep up with looking at the validity of each one in the detail necessary. So there's consensus that patents that are issued are overly broad or possibly invalid.
It's an interesting concept. She's certainly found a niche in a difficult market. I'm going to meet with an investor, Barry Fox, later today. I'm prepared to tell Barry that based on everything that I know about Cheryl and the model, that I think it's worth taking a closer look. You've got your website up, you're building a community, you're targeting a launch in 60 days. I'll meet with Barry and then I will look to circle back with you later in the week.
Terrific. Well, I appreciate your confidence,
Great.
and we're going to be worthy of it.
My pleasure.
I think we're at a pivotal point in the market right now, one that could be quite ugly. The market's totally news-driven, but even good news these days, it's perceived as bad. Bad news comes out, we go down 10%. Good news comes out, we go up 1%. All this uncertainty in the market, I think, is going to make for panic, and that panic will mean that we're going to break the lows. Gold is going lower, oil's going lower, stocks are going lower, bonds are going lower. Interest rates are basically zero. There's no place to hide. There's no place to sit in safety.
When I see Tony up at the trading wall and he's in his analytical mode, that's when I know it's really serious.
People are losing millions of dollars, tens of millions of dollars. We're in a historic situation. You can see the market has just fallen now. In just that little talk, it's moved 100 points. We're down to 81.22. We're approaching 8-year lows. You may actually see history being made here today. I've got myself set up today so far. I'm going to just, sometimes you need to step away from the flame, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to step away from the market, see what happens. I'm set up for a downward move. I don't know if it'll happen or not, but we'll see. I get a little too caught up, so shut it down for now and come back later tonight and see what's happening.
One of our goals this year was to tap into the sports networking world. I've hooked up with this boxing manager, Kelly Richardson. I'm heading up there right now to meet a couple of boxers that have come into some money from some fights that they had.
How was your ride in, Phil?
You know, traffic, rain. We're gonna see if we can close some of these guys here.
The New York State heavyweight champion, Daryl King, David Madison.
Good.
You know what I'm saying? And this is Reggie Creek, undefeated. And this is Zach, the JO champion in New York City right now. What happens so often in this boxing game, these guys make a ton of money, as we all know. But is the money really theirs at the end of the night? They have a manager, a promoter, that'll say sign this, sign that, and they want to take over their financial situation.
These guys, you know, right now they're making little 5-figure checks, but pretty soon they'll have their 6-figure fights, 7-figure fights.
These fighters are starting to make decent money. So I need to put them in a situation where they don't lose their money.
And that's exactly what me and Ken are gonna look to do. Money that's generated, we'll put it into something that the principal is protected and they can get a decent return.
My main concern is I don't want these fighters to end up after 10 hard years of fighting, getting punched in the head, and like 95% of these fighters out there, they have zero money when they retire. They can't take care of their family, they have no medical insurance, they have not even a home to live in. I gotta make sure these guys have a future.
Exactly what you said. You know what it is? It's just bad financial management because everybody wants to live the life. You know, they want to have these high luxury cars, these luxury homes, and they're not thinking about tomorrow. You know, the market right now is crazy, so I don't want to recommend any stocks. And I think the best thing is the U.S. Treasuries. It's 100% principal protected. It's backed by the U.S. government. It's tax exempt, so you don't have to worry about paying any capital gains or tax on the money that they make.
Okay.
They can start out with $5,000 in there, you know, 10 grand into these T-bills, T-notes, so that they're at least seeing the way the system works.
They threw that one right over the plate. Okay, I'm gonna jinx them. I can't say anymore. There happens to be a baseball game on. The Cubs are playing right now. Cubs are on. The big roar you heard. A guy hit a grand slam in a baseball game. There's a huge Cubs-White Sox rivalry in this crowd.
It splits the city right down the middle. It splits this floor right down the middle as well.
There's hatred for each team from the other side.
51 years of being a Cub fan.
White Sox, of course.
51 years of being a loser.
White Sox, what do you think? Born and raised on the South Side, guy.
I am a Cub fan, a diehard Cub fan. Unfortunately.
I grew up on the South Side, so I have to be a Sox fan. I'm from New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The epicenter of Chicago is Madison and State. That marks 000 on the address map. And if you're north of that line, you typically grew up becoming a Cub fan, and if you were south of that, you were a Sox fan.
Sox Park is on the south side of the city. Wrigley Field is on the north side of the city.
The South Side guys really let it be known that they won the World Series in '05, and we haven't won it in over 100 years. Last week, on Monday, after the Cubs lost, I came in here, I wore a White Sox hat, and I said, I'm tired of being a loser for 51 years, I'm switching over. Well, that night, the Sox lost, so I'm back being a Cub fan. Go Cubs!
Me? I stay out of it. I'm a Chicago fan.
Oh my God, such a liar.
We should all root for both Chicago teams, I think.
Oh my God.
I'm a Cubs fan. I'm a Cubs fan.
Thank you.
I'm trying to be politically correct.
For lunch, I'm going to meet with Barry Fox. He'll truly appreciate what Cheryl does, and he's in a position to invest a significant amount of money if he likes what he sees.
How you doing? Good. Yeah. So,
It's good to see you.
you making it through this?
Crisis?
Yeah. Mostly I haven't been taking any meetings because the market is so bad. So you have a silver lining for me?
I think there's opportunity. I've been working with a gal for the past 6 months who has an interesting model. It's prior art in invalidating patents. She's been a patent attorney for 10 years. And she realized that someone could live by sweeping up after the patent office and looking for holes in their process.
Okay.
So when she deems the patent invalid, she establishes a position in the security, be it long or short, then they'll disseminate the information.
You know, when you trade options just before a big move in a stock, the SEC tends to take a look.
Some of the concerns that we've had is whether this is ethical or not. If the information is gotten from the public domain, it's perfectly legal. The beauty of this is she's using the internet. She goes out to primarily the technology community or the geek community, and she rewards them for delivering information on her website. Rather than go out and find the needle in the haystack, she's having the haystack send the needle to you.
That's brilliant.
So it's an incredible filter and it's an incredible concept.
We want new ideas, non-correlated ideas. We like that a lot. It is going to be a little more difficult because so many things are beaten down. There may be less of a premium in them for what she's looking for. People are trashing stocks even if they think they have good patents.
Right.
So this would be a tougher time for her to knock premiums out of stocks because there aren't that many premiums.
She's targeting companies that are overpriced. And
Are there any left?
Working with Kelly and some of his up-and-coming fighters, I'm gonna try to lead them to the path of financial freedom. You see a lot of these athletes like Evander Holyfield, he made some good money. So what I'm looking to do is when you get your sizable checks, we put it away so that this thing will be there for you for a rainy day. It's gonna grow. We try to, right now the market's like a roller coaster. We're not even playing any stocks. We found different ways that people are still making money. So, you have something for your girl, your wife, your kids, later down the road, because you don't want to blow all your money on the Bentleys and the Ferraris. Protect yourself. That's the number one rule.
That's the number one rule.
Second rule is what?
Hey, keep your hands up.
And the third rule?
Don't get hit.
Don't get hit.
We're always trying to kill old man.
The kid is quick. That was pretty intense.
Let me show the money man how to throw a punch.
I figured since I was there, I might as well get a couple of pointers in.
Up on your body.
They showed me a couple of moves.
And try to reach for that big fat wallet you got in your pocket. And they go like this. You can throw the jab. Bingo. Try that jab right here on the bag. So the people in TV land can know what you got going on. There you go. You're pretty good at it. Where's that contract at?
I haven't had a fight since, the sandbox, but I guess I'm a natural. They actually wanted me to get in the ring. That was a no-go, but I did throw on the gloves. I'll do some shadow boxing. He kind of just showed me how to do the bob and the weave and just pinpoint your shot. My experience as a whole there was pretty insightful. It was motivating for me to see people aspiring to their dreams, and I also think it was motivating for them to see me take my time out of my day to come down to the gym. Who knows, next year from now we might be in an arena, talking to you next to ringside after a major fight, and that's what I want to see. It feels good when you can actually help individuals build and create their financial future right from the ground up.
She's targeting conservatively 25% a year.
Okay.
I think she could probably do something north of 50.
That's amazing.
We're not 100% sure how great the capacity will be, but I think it will be north of $100 million. It's hard for a trade to go bad in my mind.
Tell me what the incentive fee is going to be, the management fee, and what do I get if I come in early?
Typical hedge fund structure, it's going to be 2 and 20.
Right.
What you'll get for coming in early is capacity.
Would you consult me, or would she consult me before she takes in additional money?
Did we give you that in writing?
I'd like to dip my toe a bit. If I gave her 10 million, she could do enough positions to test whether it works. One of the issues with her trader has to be that people not know that she's going into the position, because if people begin to anticipate, the move's going to take place before she can get fully into the position.
Right.
I think the next thing would be for me to meet with her, or have her take me through it, and then I'll need to meet with the law firm too, if she can set that up.
Absolutely. I look forward to bringing her in.
Okay,
and it's early enough that we could discuss fees.
All right, let's make money together.
Sounds good.
So give me a call, you know how to reach me, and let me know when we can meet.
Perfect.
Okay,
All right,
great.
Thanks, I'll talk to you soon.
I always have a predilection to do things Rich brings me, because he's brought me good ideas in the past. Not too many winners these days, so that would actually be terrific.
10 million works, so we're pretty happy.
Trading floor is a serious place of business, but there's a lighter side to it a little bit.
You see a lot of people joke around down here because there's a lot of downtime.
Definitely try it.
Oh my God. Maybe,
My big break.
I think overtried. Overtried. That's your best outfit I've ever seen you wear.
Yeah.
There's so many funny games that are played down there.
We have tons of pranks all the time. I've seen it all. But
72, 27.
Sometimes for kicks, we pull pranks on newbies, people that are just starting in the business, telling them to go get an uptick box.
Hey, go get me a box of upticks.
An uptick is something that a stock does, but you tell a guy's just trying to make his career down there, go get me a box of upticks. Sure, I'll be right back. He has no idea what you just told him, but he is determined to go get you a box of upticks.
And the new guys don't know what they're doing, so they just start running around.
I have no idea.
It's the situation where if you're new down there, expect to be abused. And it's just mentally, you're gonna get tortured, and then suddenly you just become one of us. And then he'll probably do it to somebody else in a year.
Go back to the 50s. Did I buy 57? Sell 16 and shave 3. Huh? What'd I do? Tell my wife I'll call her back.
I think Judd is one of the funniest guys on the floor.
Golf clap for Benny, everybody. Golf clap for Benny.
I was off the other day for work, and while you're off for work, sometimes they take your badge and they put it in a drawer. And if you don't know it, somebody will come back and make a funny face to make it good. So
that's my brother. He stands right next to me.
Want to chat?
Yeah, come on over for a second. Judd, how you doing? Hey, it's good to see you. Good to see you. Always a pleasure. Good to see you. Where's my money?
Kennedy does this whole birthday thing.
This is my birthday book. Everyone's birthday down on the exchange is listed in here. Saturday was Benny's birthday. Unfortunately, we're not here on the weekends to fire him up, but we're gonna do it right now. Hey, you guys busy right now? Hey, what's up? Hey, how you doing? It's Benny's birthday over the weekend. Let's give it up for number 1. All right, hey. Hey, it's 18-year-old buried in his basement. That's where, hey. Humor's good, man. You're dealing with money. There's a lot of tension. And if you can lighten the situation a little bit, not too much because it is a serious business, humor is good.
The market's not doing very well today. I've got the options to the S&P 500, which is one of the most broadly watched market indicators. It's weak. This red line is 1 month. This red line is 1 month. This red line is 1 month. We've had this kind of move in 3 months. We had this kind of move in 1 year. The game is definitely changing. You can throw everything out that you once learned. It's all new. We are rewriting history. This is a close-up of the Dow, 3 weeks long. These type of charts used to take years. We're really in uncharted water. We're at a point where I don't think anybody truly has the answers. We used to have a guy on the floor who would trade by the stars. My wife's going to see a clairvoyant tonight, so maybe a clairvoyant has something good to say. I don't know. I'll listen to anything these days. The market is just about to close. It's up 142 points. It did not go my way. I did take it on the chin a little bit today. Time to go see the psychic. Maybe she's got some good information for me. Thanks. You really believe in this stuff?
I mean, I'd like to believe in it, and the mood you've been in lately, it can't hurt.
Hello.
How are you?
Fine.
Oh,
Nice to meet you, Tony.
Chris.
You are here for a reading.
I am here for a reading, please.
Okay.
Help me out. What is it with psychics? Don't any come from America? The stock market, we're at a very pivotal point right now.
Okay.
You know, will it make a new low?
Yes.
Will it go higher in 09 or not?
Going to stay the same level.
I don't want to be there. My wife's having a great time because she's watching me squirm, and you don't get to see me squirm too much.
Now I'm doing a gypsy card reading. This is cards from my country. You're going to go on a trip.
I am leaving on a trip, yes.
Here is the future who is bright and follow the money. And your boss going to be with you, and he opened a new door for you and for himself.
You know what? She had some good things to say. I was pleasantly surprised.
You're going to be excellent in what you're doing, and you're going to have a lot of money.
So far, so good.
I think it would be great for you to have your chakras opened up, so
Yeah.
hop on there.
I thought I was seeing one psychic, but I got a 2-for-1 deal. I guess psychics hang out together and become husband and wife. Am I gonna feel an electric shock or something? Or?
No.
The women take care of the cards. The men, they run the chakra table.
I like to help people. I like.
You cannot be a woman and touch the chakra table. You must be a man. I think you have to be from Brazil. At least I got a good half an hour nap out of the whole thing. Thanks for having us.
This goes nice with your suit, Phil. Come on, try these on.
Nah,
Come on, man.
that is never gonna happen. Nah.
I'll show you how pretty it is, man. Come on,
I won't
Phil.
wear pink gloves. Are you kidding me? Do I look like a guy that wears pink gloves?
Holy shit. I'm telling you, this man's hands are hot. Your hands are hot. Your hands are hot. Your hands are hot.